Hi, and welcome to my kitchen. Tonight I'm making a skillet lasagna for dinner. This is such a family favorite, and I know that your family will love it too. So I'm going to post a recipe in the comments so you can take a look at it in a little bit, but I am making a couple of changes based on what I have on hand. So the recipe calls for a half a pound of Italian sausage and half a pound of mushrooms. I didn't have mushrooms on hand, but I have sausage. And so I'm using closer to a pound of sausage. I had half a pound that hadn't been cooked yet. And then I had some cooked sausage in the freezer that I had left over from a different meal. So this one's actually cooked already. I'm just gonna throw it into the pan. It will defrost as we go. So sometimes, you have that little bit of extra ingredients you have in the freezer. Go ahead and throw it right in. So I'm using the mix and chop today. How many of you have this already? It's an amazing product. It crumbles up your ground beef, sausage, vegetarian crumbles. It works well for making guacamole. And when it's clean, you can use it as a microphone and sing while you're cooking if that's what you like to do. So we're gonna cook this until it's no longer pink, and then we'll add the rest of our ingredients. So we're gonna use some lasagna noodles today. You can use other pasta if that's what you have, but the best way to break those noodles is to put it in a clean kitchen towel and then just break them. That way they will blend well in your skillet. By putting them in a towel, those pieces are not flying everywhere and make it a big mess. So just gonna break this one in half one more time. There we go. Those are all perfect and ready for the skillet. Now that the sausage is pretty much browned, I'm just gonna use a paper towel and tongs to mop up the fat that's in there. This is a lot easier than trying to drain. Just let that paper towel soak it up, and once it's saturated, in this case I know that I've got just about everything that I need. If you feel like yours still needs more, then get another paper towel and do a little bit more. Our 5-in-1 opener is a must-have in every kitchen. We're going to use this side to open the jar. This opens up your plastic bottles. This opens up your bottle caps. And then this tab here will lift the tabs on your soda cans. You can also use this to peel back the bottle tabs. Let's watch how we use this on a jar lid to make it easier to open. So for a lid like this, you're going to put the lip on the edge, and basically you're just trying to make a little dent in the top of the lid, and it releases the seal just slight enough that it's easy to open, just like that. We're gonna pour all of this sauce right into the pan, and then rather than adding just plain broth or just water, I'm actually gonna fill this jar with water to wash it out. Okay, I filled the jar with water. That helps us use every last bit. Look at that. This is Rayo sauce. This stuff's not cheap. We want to use every little bit of it. Okay, so now we'll take those noodles and we're just gonna pour them in. And if you're following the recipe that I'm sharing with you, it calls for bell red pepper rub, and I'm not using that today because I'm using a jarred sauce. So if you are using crushed tomatoes, you're gonna want to use that seasoning because that's where all your flavor is gonna come. All right, we wanna get these noodles so that they are covered by the sauce. Okay, we're gonna let this simmer, and we'll stir it every so often just to make sure that it's doing well. This is the Brilliance 5-quart nonstick saute pan. These are oven safe, they are induction compatible, and they're super easy to clean up. We'll go ahead and prepare our ricotta filling. So I'm gonna take an egg. I like to beat it first. If you're low on eggs, you can skip it. It will just help those drops of ricotta stay together a little bit better. So we need a cup of ricotta cheese. I love the ricotta in this. So if you want to use a little extra, I'm actually just going to go ahead and finish off the entire container. I used it for a different recipe, and we'll just finish it all today. Okay, so you're just going to blend this until it is all combined, and we will be putting it on top of the lasagna when it's done. This is the 3-cup prep bowl. These come in a set of 2 with lids. We need 4 ounces of mozzarella. I grate all of my mozzarella and then I store it in the freezer until I need it. And since I know I need 4 ounces, I'm just gonna set my 2-cup prep bowl here on the scale. And it's a little bit hard to see with the glare, but once it's on there, I can hit this tare button and it zeroes out. So now I can measure exactly 4 ounces. Don't worry if it's still a little bit frozen. It will thaw very quickly once it hits the skillet. I use this scale a ton. Oops, a little too much. There we go. We're about halfway. Let's go ahead and check it out. It's simmering nicely. I do like to give it a stir just to make sure that none of the noodles are sticking in a clump. It's looking good. Okay, it's been 10 minutes. It's time for the ricotta mixture. These handles will get hot, so after they've been cooking for a little bit, you will want to cover them. And your noodles are not going to be done yet, but that's okay. So we're just going to give it a stir. Make sure you scrape off of the bottom in case any of the noodles have stuck. I love making lasagna this way. You get all of the great flavors, but it's super, super fast. Okay, so we'll turn it down to a simmer, and now we're gonna take dollops of the ricotta mixture. Let's set that here. So I'm just gonna use my scoop. You're just gonna drop that ricotta all over the top. Now, when you're serving, has a scoop of this on top, it's probably the best part of the whole thing. Okay, it's ready to simmer for another 8 to 10 minutes. Okay, let's take a look. Smells really good. And I can see that a lot of the liquid has absorbed. Just gonna run this around the sides just to loosen it up. Our noodles are looking pretty tender. Now we'll go ahead and add all of that mozzarella cheese. If you want to do some fresh parsley or basil, you could add that now so it will be on top of your mozzarella. I don't have any today, so what I'm going to do instead is I have some green onion. It's just to add a little pop of flavor. And we'll just let this sit. I'll turn the heat off, and we'll just let this sit for a little bit until the mozzarella has melted. Already, you want to take a look? The cheese is melty. It looks fantastic. There we go. On top of the stove lasagna, ready on a weeknight in under 30 minutes.